Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram, focusing on part-whole relationships. We are solving a problem related to TEKS 4.8c, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got some money. Jordan has three $10 bills, a $5 bill, quarters, dimes, and he buys a book at the school fair. So how much money will he have left? All right. So what we have is a part-whole relationship, but our total is actually broken up into parts. So here's our total or our whole. This is all the money that Jordan has. Then we've got a part right here. We're buying a book. How much money will Jordan have left? So that's the change. So this is another part. So in fourth grade, a lot of the times, the total that you're looking for is not given to you as an amount. You have to do some work to figure that out. So let's draw a strip diagram, and we are going to draw a whole bunch of parts here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it open until I know exactly how many parts I need. So I get three $10 bills. So I'm going to do a $10 bill, $10 bill, $10 bill. I've got a $5 bill, four quarters. All right, so I'm going to write those as 25 cents. You could also write them as 0.25 if you want, 25 cents. Or you can just write them as a Q if you want to just write the actual coin itself rather than the value. Then I've got two dimes. Those are 10 cents each. So I'll write 10 cents and then 10 cents. All right, so I've got all my money. I need to figure out what all of this equals. Once I have that, that's going to be my total. And then underneath that somewhere is going to be my two parts. So I don't know how big it is. I'll say this is going to be 27.45. And then what's left is the change. That's my unknown amount. So that's what I'm really looking for. But the total, how much money Jordan has, isn't given to us. So you can either skip count if you want, or you can just line it all up. And so let's just do the lining all up now. I'm going to do the $10 like this. I'm going to write it 10.00 simply because I want to make sure I get the cents captured because some of my money is in coins, right? The nickels and the dimes. So I've got three tens, one five, four quarters. So I'm going to put 0.25. And then I'm going to put two dimes. That's 0.10. All right, so we're down at the very bottom. Let's add all of this up. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. 1, and then 5 is 6. And then looks like 36.20. Now we could have added that this way. We could have said these three, that's 30. That's 30. And add this, right? Plus 5. Now, 25, 50, 75 dollar. These four right here make a buck. So that could have been $1 and then 20 cents. So we could have added the 30 plus the 5 plus the 120. 30 plus 5 is 35, so it's 35 plus 120 gets us the 36.20. Either way, that's how much money Jordan has, $36.20. I still need to go ahead and subtract the 27.45. That's how much the book cost. I'm looking for the change. All right, let's bring our decimal down. Let's go ahead and regroup. I'm going to take a dime, leaving one. That's 10 pennies. 10 pennies minus 5 pennies is 5. Can't do that, so I'm going to take a dollar, leaving 5. Break it up into 10 dimes. Now I've got 11 dimes minus 7. 4 dimes is 7 dimes. I can't do this. 5 minus 7, so I'm going to take a 10, break it up into 10 ones, leaving two 20s or two 10s for 20. I've got 15 minus 7 is 8. So there we go. $8.75 is the change C.